So you have your whole website created with the background, pictures and text, whatever you want to put on it. Hopefully these slides are filled, or whatever slides you decided to use are filled with whatever you want on them. Now we're ready for linking. So the first thing to do is you want to link your slide back, each of your slides back to the current slide that they're on. So I'm going to choose a shape, which is a rectangle, because you want it to be exactly the shape of your website or of your slides. You want to make sure this is a transparent shape, so I'm going to go to fill color, choose transparent, and outline and choose transparent. So I am going to link this back to this page, and the reason I'm going to do that is because when people are on this page, you don't want them to click somewhere on it and have it advance to the next slide. You want them to only be able to click on the buttons that you've made. So make sure that your shape is selected. Go to Insert, Link, and you're going to want to link to a slide in this presentation. Now this is really far down, so this happens actually a lot, and I have to move it up a little bit, and then you can actually right click and do link also if you don't want to do the insert. And then now I can see a little bit better. We're on slide 1. I want to link to slide 1. I'm linking back to the exact same slide so that whenever somebody clicks on it, they won't advance to the next slide. They have to click on your buttons. So you want this on every single slide. So I'm going to go ahead, and before I do anything else, I'm going to copy this shape. So I'm going to do Control C to copy, and I'm going to go to each of my slides and Control V to paste it. And the really cool thing is that when I link this here, I'm going to move it up a little bit, it automatically changes. It knows that it wants to link to that slide. So this one changed and it's now linked to this second slide. So I don't even have to change the link on that one. So I'm going to go to each one of these and Control V, and they will all link to this slide that they're on. That is something that makes this really easy. Okay, so all my slides have their own they're linked back to them, so when I present, I can't click on it. It doesn't go anywhere. Okay, that's exactly what I want right now. So I'm going to make the buttons now. In order to make the buttons, you want to make a shape. Sometimes I just use like a rectangle to go over whatever it is, or you can use the exact shape that you use, but it doesn't need to be that exact. So I'm just going to create a rectangle over each of my buttons, and I want this again to be transparent. And so now I'm going to link this button. Let's right click, choose link, and I want it to link to this second slide because that's where my About Mrs. Stock page is. So we're going to go to Slides and Presentation, Slide 2, Apply. So that one will link to the second slide. Now I can copy and paste this shape to go over each of these buttons. So I'm just going to do Control C. I don't want it to go on Lunch Menu yet because I'm not linking to a page in this thing. I'm going to show you how to link to an outside source for that. So I'm just going to paste, Control V, and take that new shape and put it over Homework Help, and Control V, put that new shape over Class Schedule, Control V, and put that shape over Websites. Okay. Now I just need to edit each one of these links to be to the correct slide. So Homework Help is on slide 3. I click on the link, the shape here, and I can choose the pencil, which is to edit. X that out and choose a new one, which is slide 3. Apply. So this one is slide 4. So I'm going to X that out, link to slide 4, and then, oops, I got off the page. And then Websites is slide 5. This one I'm probably going to have to move it up to see. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so, and this is what I was talking about. It kind of, you have to move it a little bit. I just kind of move it up. And then link, slide 5, apply, and then I've got to move it back down over this. Okay, now I want to link the lunch menu to an outside website. So I'm actually just going to copy and paste this. I can do that here and put it over here. And I'm going to edit the link, but this time I don't want to link to a slide in the presentation. I want to paste a link here. So all I did to link to this lunch menu was I found the lunch menu on our Olathe Schools website. And so here's all the lunch menus in Spanish and English, which is what I want. So I'm just going to select in the address bar here, I'm going to select the website, Control C, or you can also right click to copy. And I'm going to go back to my presentation and I'm going to do Control V, or you can right click and paste and apply. And so now when I click on all these buttons, they should take me to these slides, and when I click on that button, it should take me to the website. I'm going to show you one more thing before we try it out, and that is on the home button. Notice we don't have a home button here because we're already home. But on the home button that we made on all the rest of them, we have to create a link back to the home page. So I'm going to do a circle. And I don't know if I showed you this before, but to create an exact circle, this one kind of does like an oval thing, but if you hold down Shift, then it does the perfect circle. And you want the circle to just cover your home button. You want it to be transparent. And then I'm going to move this up because I can already tell that I'm probably going to need it up to insert the link. So we're going to insert a link to the first slide. So slide 1, apply. And then this one, it's always going to be slide 1. So I can just copy, Control C, and then paste on each slide, and it'll go on the exact same spot on each slide. So I don't even have to move it. All right, so let's try it out and go to Present. And now we can't click on anything except for buttons. If I click on About Mrs. Stock, it goes to About Mrs. Stock, and then I can click back on the Home button, and it goes back to the home page. This is that toolbar that I was talking about that kind of covers the home button, but you'll notice it's covering the one I just put on, but on a phone it covers on the other side for some reason. So I can click on the home button. Now the lunch menu, when I click on it, it's going to take you to another website, but it took us to the lunch menu, and you'll have to navigate back to your website after that. The last thing we need to do is publish to make it a website. So before we publish, I'm going to make sure that my share settings are on so that anybody who has the link can view this website. So go to share. Oh, I've got to name it. My class. Save. Okay, so we're in share, and right now my district has it so that I'm restricted, so only people with an Olathe District Schools address can open it, but I don't want that because I want everyone to be able to use it. So I'm going to change, and it says, and now it says anyone with an Olathe Schools email can view the link. I want this to change so that it says anyone with the link can view it. So anyone on the internet can view this link because I want all my parents and all my students to be able to view it. So I'm going to go ahead and click Done. Now I'm going to publish. So go to File, Publish to the Web. And you don't need any of this stuff because you don't want it to start right away or anything. You want them to have to click on the buttons. So just go ahead and click on Publish. Okay. And then here's my link. Now this is a very long link. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this, Control C, and copy it. And I'm going to go ahead and paste it in my browser so we can see it here. You see how long that is? So here's my website. It works. Yay. But I don't, this link is way too long. So I'm going to copy the link, and you can either, it's still copied, I don't have to click Control C again, or you can go back and highlight the entire thing and right click and copy it, or you can do Control C and copy. And I'm going to make a tiny URL. So let's go to a new page, go to tiny URL, I just Google that, tinyurl.com. Oops. Click in here where it says make a tiny URL. Your document or your website is automatically saved to the clipboard, so you can just go ahead and click on this and it'll paste it in there. And you can have it just make any random tiny URL for you, or you can make it a common alias, which I like to do. I did that with mine. I did tinyurl.com/Mrs. Stock. So in this case, maybe I could make it stocks class, because I can't make it the same. And it'll show me if it's available or not when I do make a tiny URL. So you might have to change it just a tiny bit, add a number or something if it's not available. But once you make it a tiny URL, then it will give you that link, and that's the link that you can share out to everyone. So don't forget that all of this, let me see if I can get back to here. All of this is editable, so and you don't have to republish. So if I decide I want to add different pictures, or I don't like this link and I want to make a different one, I can just go in and edit everything, and it automatically updates on my website. I don't have to publish it again.